Sorry, this is going to carry on interrupting every 5 minutes because this new program I'm using interrupts quite frequently, but hopefully this doesn't confuse you. So basically, I just wanted you to stop the video and have a look at the slides here and then fill in this table here. You should be able to do this by now because we've done it together in the webinars and stuff, and it's pretty simple. And I know that you're thinking, Miss, we've already done these things here, but just do it again. Practice is always quite good, and honestly these are things that you'll be asked in the exam, so the more you practice the better anyway. So stop the video, do these two bits here, and when you finish filling in the table, try out this exercise here. Okay, so try out filling in these questions. Again, do everything in your books. I know that you probably don't want to copy everything down, but honestly just please do this, all very useful stuff. These are the answers. Do check with me. I mean, I might have made a couple mistakes knowing what I'm like, but I don't think so. So yeah, if you got different results, just let me know. And these should be, oh wait a minute, the answers for the second bit of the questions. Okay, now the very final thing. Okay, so before, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I just want you to start getting familiar with the with this graph, because this graph here is definitely 100%, a million percent going to turn up in your exam, and it's quite a crucial graph that you'll need to start interpreting. Okay, so I'm going to try my very best to be as slow and as clear as possible, although it is hard to do this obviously via well, virtually, so it'd be better if I could indicate things in class and stuff like that, but of course we can do webinars about it if this is not clear. Okay, so the first thing that we need to take into account is the fact that we have two axes, as we can see. I don't know if you like these kind of maths topics, but I hope you do. The vertical axis indicates pounds, so it basically stands for the money. Okay, and then we got the horizontal axis that stands for the number of goods produced, so units, outputs, that thing there. Okay, so all the stuff that you need to produce, or all the stuff that you're selling, all the units. Okay, now why is this first line here, the blue one, fixed cost, horizontal, and why is it not upward sloping? The reason for that is that with fixed costs, okay, if we know, for instance, that we've got a fixed cost, what was it last time in the question? It was 500. It was 5,000, right? So if we have a number here, 5,000, we know the fixed cost is not going to go up the more we produce units. Okay, these are the units, remember. So if I am producing more and more and more units, my fixed costs remain the same. That's why it stays like that and it does not change. Okay, so fixed costs will be the exact same no matter how much I sell or produce. Remember that, okay? That's why it's horizontal and it doesn't go upward sloping. Then we've got this other line here, okay, the red one, total costs. And total costs take into account the variable costs that you should know what they are by now. And basically it's upward sloping because we know that it starts from, by the way, it starts from the fixed costs. Okay, so it starts from here. It doesn't start from zero. It doesn't start from the origin because we're taking into account the fixed costs. Okay, so you always have to start with the total cost here. Okay, because otherwise, if you were starting here, that would be the variable cost. But you're considering all the costs, so fixed cost plus variable. So you start from here. Okay, and it's upward sloping because we know that as production goes up, so does the money that I spend. Okay, so it's upward sloping. It increases. So the more goods I produce, okay, the higher is my cost, is the money that I'm going to pay for. That's why it's upward sloping. Okay, and the very final one is this green one here. Okay, the sales revenue. So sales are basically, again, something that are going to increase. Obviously, the money that I get, okay, is going to go up the more I produce. But of course, I'm going to have to start from the origin, because if I have made no sales, okay, so if I have made 0 units sold, if I sold 0 units, then I'm going to make no money. Okay, so then if I sell 1 unit, I'm going to make a bit of money. If I sell 2, and so on, this goes up and up and up and up and up. Okay, so the more goods I sell, of course, this is all quite intuitive. I know it sounds difficult, but it really, if you know how to interpret it like I'm explaining it to you, then you'll learn it and you'll be able to answer all the questions in the exam. Okay, so as the number of units sold go up, so does our money that we get from it. Okay, so the pounds. Now, we know that the break-even point is the point at which output, okay, intersects